little bee. Sing Wazama, best party ever. We're here always be.
Hey guys, Okami Girl here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a review of some toys I know a lot of you have been patiently waiting to hear my thoughts on for quite some time. And that's a review of the brand new My Little Pony reboot, My Little Pony Pony Life toys. Goodness, that's a mouthful. I know a lot of people don't even know what to call these new toys. Is it the My Little Pony reboot? My Little Pony G5? My Little Pony G4.5? My Little Pony G4.75? I personally don't understand why we would want to call it G4.5 because I always thought that the new radical designs from the 2017 movie reboot was considered G4.5, so I don't even know what to even call them right now, but for simplicity's sake, let's just call it the My Little Pony reboot. So when these new toys were revealed on Instagram a while back, the community exploded, for lack of a better word, as a lot of people were very frustrated and angry at these awful new designs, while others thought they were okay, but most just said that they looked like cats. All that aside, I decided to purchase a couple of them to review them on my channel so you guys could take a good look at them and decide for yourself if these are worth your money or not. Anyways, we're not going to waste any more time and go ahead and dive into the two Pony Life toys I bought, Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy. So here they are, guys, the official My Little Pony Pony Life toys. Like I said, I have Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy today, and I got them off Amazon for $5 prime shipping, which is a pretty good deal. I have yet to find them in stores, but definitely keep checking Amazon if you want to get these for yourself. So the packaging is really simple, but I think it's super cute. As you can tell, they're doing this whole potion theme, so there's 4 mystery gifts inside here, and there's a potion bottle in the back. It has a hairbrush here, and of course the Pinkie Pie figure, and the logo is the G4 logo. However, there is a rainbow instead of the traditional pink or purple, so I think that's really cute. Unfortunately, on the back of the packaging, there's not a lot of interesting things going on. It's just a whole bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. However, it does say at the top that it includes a figure and 5 accessories. So overall, I have to give +1 to the Pony Life packaging. I think it's really colorful and a lot more creative than the pony packaging we've seen recently. Anyways, let's go ahead and unbox these two little ponies so we can take a closer look at them. Okay, so now that these ponies are finally unboxed, we're going to take a look at the mystery accessories first. And one thing I thought was a really cute detail that I didn't notice before, the cardboard piece that hides the little blind bag is actually different for both ponies, as they put the cutie mark of the pony you get in the top here. So I thought that was a really cute detail. So clearly this one's Fluttershy's and this one's Pinkie Pie's. We're going to start off by taking a look in what's inside Fluttershy's bag first. And let's see what we have. A rubber band, another rubber band, a teal rose clip, and a translucent glittery headpiece. Now let's see what's in Pinkie Pie's bag. Pinkie Pie comes with a gold headpiece, a little candy clip, and the same 2 blue rubber bands. Part of me feels cheated that 2 of the 4 mystery accessories is just 2 rubber bands, and most of the ponies come with rubber bands already in their hair. So I have to say -1 for Pony Life here. This is really dumb, honestly. Aside from that, the ponies do also come with a little comb. Fluttershy comes with a teal one, and Pinkie Pie a blue one. One thing I really like about this comb is that it is a new mold, and it has the little potion at the bottom here. So it is a really cute design. So that is all the accessories. Now it is time to take a look at what we've all been waiting for, the actual ponies themselves. So the first thing I noticed is how tiny these seemed compared to the other G4 releases. In a second, I'm going to compare Fluttershy to her original G4 release, a G4.5 release, and of course this current release. But first we're going to take a look at Pinkie Pie by herself. So here she is, and there's some things I like, things I don't like. I love the hooves here, the feathered hooves. I think that's a great detail. Her cutie mark is there and is the exact same. The head mold is where I have some issues. The ears just seem a little too pointy for my taste, and I'm just not a fan of this design. Again, they just made their face look a little too flat for a pony, and I really wish they would have maybe kind of squished it just a little bit more. Not a fan of the open mouth either. Now, one thing I do like, however, is that their head is actually able to twist and turn all around, as it's on a ball and joint socket instead of the traditional just left and right motion, so I think that makes it so you can have a lot more ways to pose your little pony, especially for pictures. So I really like that added touch. Now for me, the best thing about these ponies though is how soft and wonderful the hair is. It's like the early 2010 G4s again. They finally listened to us and it's so wonderful. The hair is so soft, there's not a kink in sight. Oh my gosh, I am just in love with this hair. It is so great to finally see nice hair on ponies again. And honestly, overall, in terms of the quality of the figure, it's really nice. I haven't noticed any flaws. There's no paint or molding issues. And like I said, the hair is great. Honestly, in terms of quality control, Hasbro really stepped it up with this release. Next up, we're going to take a look at Fluttershy, and much like Pinkie Pie, all the same things I mentioned about her is true with Fluttershy here. Not really noticing any quality errors. The hair is really nice and soft, and the head does tilt. Now one thing that of course separates Pinkie Pie from Fluttershy is Fluttershy has her wings here, and I think the wing mold is okay. It's not my favorite. I think my favorite is the G4.5 or the G4, kind of in between on those, but these I'm not sure I'm really feeling them. And I definitely like this figure a little better just because of how the eyes are kind of looking off to the side. I think it makes her look a little sweeter. But other than that, it's basically the same in terms of how I feel about the figure as Pinkie Pie. Now, of course, as I mentioned earlier, here is a side-by-side comparison of the original G4 Fluttershy, G4.5 Fluttershy, and the new Pony Life Fluttershy. Now, with all these together, one thing I like about the new Pony Life Fluttershy is the body color. It's definitely a lot lighter and less saturated than definitely the G4.5 version, and a little bit more than the G4 version. In terms of how I feel about the eyes, I definitely prefer how the eyes look on this Fluttershy compared to the G4.5 Fluttershy. However, my favorite will always be the original G4 Fluttershy's eyes. In terms of body sculpt, my favorite is definitely the G4 Fluttershy, followed by G4.5, and lastly Pony Life. I just can't get past the really pointy Pony Life ears and the fact that the face really looks a little too cat-like. One thing I do like is the hooves. The way they did the hooves on the Pony Life is really nice, but overall I just think it kind of strays too far from a pony aesthetic in my opinion. I also prefer how the G4 release, and lastly in terms of hair quality, I prefer the G4 pony hair quality the best because it's a little bit more full than the Pony Life. However, the Pony Life trumps the G4.5 hair quality because this is just an awful raggedy mess. This is at least really soft and pleasant to the touch. One thing I noticed as well having all three Fluttershys next to each other is how tiny little Fluttershy is here compared to our two previous releases. You can just tell how small the hooves have gotten, how tiny the wings have gotten, and really the head size has stayed exactly the same, and I think that's what's throwing a lot of people off on this release. Again, I think I'll always prefer the original G4 body ratio size. It just seems a lot softer and sweeter. This is a little bit more dainty, but just to me, I just wish that they would have made the head just a little bit smaller, and I think it would just make the proportions look so much better on these ponies. So, my final thoughts on the new My Little Pony Pony Life toy reboot. Well, there's some things I really like, and some things I'm not a fan of. Let's start with the things I do like about these toys. The quality control is really great, along with the hair quality. They finally listened to the fans. They gave us what we wanted, and that's toys that are made with quality and not just thrown together in a Chinese factory and shipped off with the frizziest hair and the most factory dirt you have ever seen on a toy. So for that, I really appreciate the effort, Hasbro. However, in terms of mold, I'm not a fan of the head, and honestly, for me personally, it's the head that gets me. The body, I actually really like. I love what they did with the hooves, and the style is really cute, the little poses they're in, but the head is just too cat-like for my taste. I just wish they would have made it more pony-ish, like maybe the G2 style, maybe a little bit more influence from that. Make the ears not so big and less pointy. Like honestly, the ears, it just makes it look like a cat. I just hope that this is not the direction that the G5 toy line is going to be heading in, because to me it just seems like their faces are getting flatter and flatter, and the bodies are getting smaller and smaller, and their heads bigger and bigger. I'm also not a fan of the random blind bag they throw in here with the 4 mystery accessories, and 2 of them are literally just a piece of crummy plastic. You can tell they're doing that just because of the LOL surprise ball hype. And to me, I feel like that's this whole line's problem. It just seems like it's trying to fit in on some sort of chibi surprise opening trend. And I really wish they would go back to the drawing board, especially when G5 hits, because I just don't think that's the direction the franchise should be going in. Anyways, those are my thoughts on the My Little Pony Pony Life line. Why don't you let me know down in the comments below, what are your thoughts on Pony Life? Do you hate them so much, or do you actually like them and have to hide the fact you like them because so many people online hate them? Let me know down in the comments below. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to see more pony videos in the future.